Stop motion is the oldest animation technique out there. However, it has changed a whole lot since the early days. Now with frame grabbers and visual effects, the whole process is different. You can do now what you never could have imagined in 1898. Today, I'll be showing you the software I use for stop motion, and I'll give you some recommendations coming up. Hey, what's up? And welcome back to Learning Curve Tech, where I learn tech with you. Now, you may have seen my first stop motion videos from about 2 years ago now, and you may be wondering, how does that work? I mean, how can you take an inanimate object like a toy car and make it move? How does that work? Well, stop motion is a series of images compiled together at a high speed of 24 frames per second. Or 24 images per second, kind of like a super fast slideshow. Now, in order to get these frames, you need to have a frame grabbing software. A frame grabbing software basically takes images from your camera live and brings them to your computer, where they are then stored for later use. This means that now you can replay instantly what you could never have done 30 years ago. You used to have to take the camera and get the film process before you could even see your results. But with frame grabbing software, the whole process is a lot faster and a lot easier for beginner animators. So first on my list is Stopmotion Pro Eclipse. Now this is a great software. It's the one I use currently, and it comes at around $185 USD. It is a great software. It is very simple, and it's basically an all-in-one package for stop motion. You can erase rigs, you can do onion skinning, you can do rotoscoping, you can paint over your frames. There's so much you can do with it, and you can even use it with DSLRs to get the best quality image possible. But it is not the best stop motion grabbing software out there. It's a little outdated, but it is still a really good software, and I would highly recommend it for anybody who's looking for a mid-range beginner's software for stop motion. Now next up is DragonFrame. DragonFrame is a professional stop motion package that is very, very detailed. It supports a lot more cameras than Stopmotion Pro Eclipse does, but it also costs about $300. So you'll have to be willing to pay a lot more to get DragonFrame. I haven't used it yet, but it looks like it's a really good software. It's highly recommended, and I'd say by far it is the best stop motion software out there. Now next up is one for anybody who is just starting out in stop motion. It's called Stopmotion Studio. It is awesome for anybody who is just starting out. It's free on the Microsoft Store, and I highly recommend if you are starting stop motion animation, you go right now to the Microsoft Store and download it. It is very useful. It has onion skinning, but it doesn't have a whole lot of other features unless you pay a few dollars to get the pro version or whatever they call it. Now, I would only recommend it for those who are just starting out. If you've already been in animation a long time, you probably shouldn't try this one out, but it is a good one for beginners. Now, if you want to learn more about these softwares and much more, subscribe and hit the bell notifications to get notified every time a new video comes out. And that's all for today, guys, and I'll see you next time on Learning Curve Tech.